They buried me in the water and I came, I knew. Now I'm baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue.
Welcome to the Changing the Culture podcast with your host, me, Autumn Clifford. This is the only self-help podcast hosted by a female cop. I want to welcome you. If you loved that intro, then I want you to go to the end of my podcast and make sure you listen to that music, that tune. It's called Baptized in Blue by One Time Music. He's a fellow police officer. You can find him anywhere you can listen to music. He's amazing. I'm really excited to have you here. I hope that you enjoy this podcast episode as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So excited to have you here. What's up, Sheepdog Nation? So today is actually the first episode of our Resiliency series that I'm putting on. I'm always talking about resiliency and how I coach my clients. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to take that to the streets, meaning you. I'm going to bring it here to you so that you can understand what it's like to be coached by me. So this is what we're doing. Obviously, when, you're coaching with me, especially in a one-on-one or in a group situation, obviously I get to cater it a little bit more personally. But the first thing I always love going over with all of my clients, and I'm going over this with you very specifically, to all my first responders, this is very, very specific to you. This is catered specifically to you. I've coached a lot of different people in my 6.5 years that I've been doing this professionally. And prior to that, I've been coaching my entire life. Was a martial artist. I still am, but I was an instructor, an assistant instructor when I was like younger than 13, but I can't remember the age. So I'm going with 13. And so I've been teaching and instructing and coaching since I've been that age in various capacities. I've always been leading, doing the things. Okay. So this is not new. And I'm going to tell you something. Leadership, there is a forte to leadership. Okay. There is a forte to coaching. People don't understand that. Now, you want to learn how to be a coach. You want to learn the forte of leadership, then get your ass, okay, into my membership program. It's called the entrepreneur. Hell no. It's called the First Responder Incubator. And it's designed specifically, it's just this membership site, and it's all for first responders and people who want to support first responders and learn how to start learning the fundamentals of coaching and leadership, and really dive in on, coaching yourself so that you can become a leader and a coach that people want to pay for or follow. And it gets you prepared to be able to bring this to your agency, which is really, really good. Okay. So let's dive on in. What we're talking about today is our mentality. The first thing, this is everything, family. This is everything. If you have a messed up mindset, if you have a mentality that is not helping you out, you are failing. You are not living up to your full potential in the world at all whatsoever. But don't worry, because your girl's got you. That is one thing. I do not let anybody around me have negative mindsets. My clients know I'm going to call you right on it. I call myself on it. I call my husband on it, because I want to continue to up level and to be, and experience a life that is fucking amazing. Just like I believe that we are all supposed to be here and experiencing. Now, when you're a first responder, that is definitely not always your experience, right? Like, we're definitely not always experiencing the best possible outcomes, the best situations. We are always going to shitty situations. When people call 911, it's because their worst day, their worst nightmare typically has just happened, unless you get the drunk asshole who just calls 911 because we're in their favorites under their contacts. You know what I'm saying? Every first responder will get that. But most times it's because they're, it's the person's worst day. And to be the person who's showing up on somebody's worst day over and over and over again, it can definitely take a toll. And that is why resiliency training, that's why, you know, what my company does, what I do, the coaching, the mindset work that we do, for your emotional and mental wellness, as well as spiritual and physical. It's just so vital. It's the things that the academy is skipping. It's the things that your police department's not really teaching you. Okay. Like they're going to skim over the topics, but they're not going to dive in the way that I dive in. And it's fucking vital. Okay. So if you know anybody who's struggling, if you understand that maybe, you know, the people around you, they might not even be struggling. They could just listen to this so that they don't struggle. If you are self-aware enough to know that, hey, like everybody could benefit from something like this, please share this out. So let's jumping back in, because you guys should know this is how I roll. We're going to dive in, dive out, jump all around, but I will get to my point. The idea is we cannot be walking around with a victim's mentality. Now, I'm going to keep this pretty short and sweet. This episode's not going to go on and on and on, because what I need to say and how I can give you a change right now. I'm going to give you a breakthrough right fucking now. It's like this. It is so easy for us to be and walk around with a victim's mentality. Woe is me. Everything sucks. Everybody's out to get me. Nobody fucking likes me. Nothing is working out for me. This job fucking sucks. This job is sucking my soul. My family hates me. I'm losing my marriage, or I'm on my, you know, second or third marriage, or whatever. It's like, woe is me. And listen, not that I'm taking away from any of that. I'm not. Because it's all reality. It's real stuff, right? It's your reality that you're falling into. I believe that. And that's a topic for, you know, I don't have to dive into it, but I will skim the surface that here's what I believe. And I'm the epitome of it. My husband, who I have worked, and I work continuously on his mindset. He did not come out of the womb with a great mindset. Neither did I. Okay. But the difference is at a very young age, I think I was 20, I don't know, 4. And I said, you know, there's got to be more to this. There's more to life than this. And this job, why is every fucking cop I know miserable? You know, 99% of the cops I knew were miserable. You know, and EMTs, especially in busy city job, city firefighters and EMTs, because they're busy. They're not just chilling in their movie theaters that they have. Okay, serious, like serial, but whatever, it happens. But you know, they couldn't just be chilling. They're fucking busy, so they're going and going and going, and they're, you know, they're just as stressed out as the cops, right? And correctional officers, like you guys are the unsung heroes. You totally take the cake on fucking stress, man. Screw that. I have so much respect for you guys. Like, my hat's off to you, because somebody needs to do that job, but it just sure as hell is not me. And I just, holy cow, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. And I think that you guys get missed a lot when it comes to emotional resiliency and stuff like that, because no one's talking to you about it. But if you're here listening to me, or if you know a correctional officer, send this to them, because they need this just as much as you know, the men and women on the front lines out in public. So we face and we deal with a lot of shit, right? We deal with and we see all the negative stuff, but you guys, it doesn't have to be our life. You can understand that you're playing a role. Once you understand that you're actually just playing a role, and your role is to be the firefighter, the cop, the EMT, the correctional officer, the probation officer. When you understand that's not really who you are, it's just the role that you're playing. That's how you're here serving the world. Right? That's one way that you serve, but it's not all of who you are, and you don't completely self-identify as that. And like, once you understand that, your life is going to become easier. I know I'm talking so fast. My Southerners must be like slowing this podcast way, way down. They're like, holy fuck. It's because I'm so amped up. Okay. I'm so amped up about this because like I told you, I'm the epitome of this. At 24 years old, I said, holy fuck, there's got to be more to this. I looked around and saw everybody was miserable. I saw, you know, so many divorces, so many officers that, you know, gained a ton of weight. They are miserable. They're just here. They're just existing. And these officers are like giving all of them, right? But they're not like, that's it. Like, that's it. They're giving all of them, but like, that's it. And I was like, you know what? Screw all of this. Like, no. This is not life. This is not how we're doing this. No. How we are doing this is you are here and you are serving. And then that's it. And then you get to be and do and have all of the things that you want. You have got to change your mentality. If you're walking around and you are, you don't think I don't feel it. Of course. I mean, I am out in social media, putting myself out there, going to bat for the blue right now. And in this day and age, there's a lot of people who don't want me to be doing that. They're talking a bunch of shit. I've gotten death threats. I've gotten all these things. Fuck all that. I don't care. Ignore, block, delete, leave me alone. Because for me, my truth is bigger than all of that. And my mentality is shift. My mentality is like, I'm here for you guys. I'm saying what all of my people who are on the job can't say, and I'm going to change the culture. Like, that is what I'm here to do. I'm helping you. I want you to survive the job on duty and off duty. It's extremely important to me because I've been there. I've been in the crutch of, fuck, this sucks. I fucking hate my life. I have no purpose. This is stupid. This is the mundane shit. Nobody likes me. Nobody cares. Nobody would care if I went to work tomorrow or if I didn't. Nobody would care. And nobody cares. You know what they get mad about? They get mad that my slot is not filled. They actually do not care about the human. And I've been there. Okay. But that was when I was completely self-identifying as just a cop. Like, that's it. It's all I was. And because of that, you guys, when I suddenly got injured out of nowhere, couldn't do the job anymore, that is why I went through a massive depression and a massive anxiety-stricken state and was couch-ridden, gained weight, did all of these things, was miserable, almost lost my fucking husband, like all of this shit because I was rock bottom because I wasn't Autumn. I was Officer Autumn, right? I was the police officer. That was all I was. I wasn't like, no, this fucking sucks, but I have so much more to give. I have this degree and I have this and I can do these things. And it took me a while to get there. And then when I got there, my life has changed and it has continued to change and it has continued to expand in ways that I can't describe. And I know that grace, God, the universe has stepped in and met me halfway, but I met God halfway, like with my mindset being open. And that's really what I want for you. I want you to know, no more living in this victim mentality. Yes, I know your agency has wronged you. My agency wronged me so bad that they sent out an email, my friends, and told every single person, every cop, it's a 50-person department, not to talk to me anymore. And they didn't. All but 4 officers talked to me. That's it. I mean, didn't talk to me. Only 4 officers out of that whole agency to this day will talk with me. That's it. Insanity. For somebody who has given years and given their all and work doubles and swaps and fucking ordered in and doing all this shit for the community, and that's how you're going to treat this officer who got injured, who was injured on duty, and you're going to fucking, and it's my fault and all this shit? Yeah. For years, go to the beginning of this podcast. I was the victim. Okay. I get that. But when I've made the flip and when I've decided that, you know what, that happened for me, not to me. Okay. We're going to quote Tony Robbins directly right now. Everything is happening for you, not to you. When you realize that, your whole life is going to change. I promise. And it's hard to see, well, Autumn, fucking, I just got fired or I just got written up. How the fuck is that happening for me? I'm telling you right now, you have no idea. You have no idea what's around the corner. You have no idea how things are always working out for you, but they are. And when you start having that kind of mentality, it's all working out for me. Yeah, my sergeant's an asshole, but somehow, some way, God's got my back. I don't know how, but the universe got me. I'm not going to worry about it. Yep. Fucking, it seems like all the public hates us, but somehow it's going to work out. And if you can just inch by inch kind of start making those new thoughts processes, just little by little, your whole world is going to change. And instead of being in a very limited place, you're going to be in an extremely expansive place. And that, my friends, is resiliency. That, my friends, is how you're going to survive the job on duty, off duty, and after you retire. Because we all know there's a massive statistic about people who are just the job. That's all they've ever been. That's all they identify as. They fucking retire after 25, 30-year career, drop dead within 6 months. You don't need to be that. That is just the role you play. You are not the job. And the job is not you. It's just a role you play. Take a step back and start fucking studying who you really are. Who the fuck are you? What do you like? Not because you're a cop or you're a firefighter or you gotta like all the things. You gotta like the guns and you've gotta like shooting and you've gotta like MMA and you've gotta like all that shit. No. What do you actually like? Who are you underneath the badge? And once you can identify that, once you become clear on who you are underneath the badge, my friends, everything is going to change. I promise. Okay. I've done it. My husband's doing it. He struggles just like you do, right? Because when you're full-time and you're a cop's cop and you are into it and you're doing it for all the right reasons, it can become hard. It can be hard. I'm definitely far more disconnected than most of you. You know, I'm still a cop, but very, very part-time. So it's easier for me, you know, but it's okay that it's easier for me because I'm here helping you. Okay. So that's my job now. It's my job in the world to make sure you're good. Right. But trust me when I say I had to start disconnecting when it was really fucking hard. And I don't want any one of you to have to go through what I went through, which is, oh, guess what? Identity taken. Oh, now you're in an identity crisis. Oh, guess what? Your whole agency fucking hates you and will not talk to you. And basically you're a piece of shit, even though you got hurt and you've been serving this community and all of these things. And here I am every day in complete anxiety, wondering what's going to happen with my life, wondering what the fuck I did wrong, how I could go back, what I could do to fix and change this. And I mean, just completely in a mind fuck constantly all of the time to the point where it paralyzed me because I wouldn't be able to, I didn't know, like I couldn't, my mind was just on the hamster wheel. There was no thinking clear. That was where I was. And I spent months in that state. I was not productive. I was not listening to God or the universe. I couldn't. The universe was trying to help me, but I couldn't because I was a mess. I do not want that for you. Okay. You get to be you in a position playing a role out there serving the universe. Okay. You got this. I hope this is beneficial for you. If you're like, this is fucking awesome. You want more? You want to get a little, you want to dive a little deeper? Come on in to the Unconventional First Responder Incubator. The link will be right down in the show notes. And if you read all about it, if you guys have questions, you know, you can get at me on Instagram at Officer Autumn. You can find me Autumn Clifford on Facebook, and I'm on Snapchat. I'm on TikTok, and I'm like everywhere. Just come and hang out with me. See what's up. Say what's up. Tell me that this meant a little something to you. And let me know how what you're gonna do to make these changes. Okay. All right. I'll talk with you later.
They buried me in the water and I came, I knew. Ha ha. Now I'm baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. They buried me in the water in the Holy Ghost. I came out with a badge and gun and a heart that said never run. I signed up for a job you wouldn't dare to do. This ain't no green screen movie, don't compare the two. We look at your actions in the elements and everything relevant. If they line up, prepare to pay the consequence. You do dirt, you get cuffed, no bluff. It's ignorant to think we will shoot with your hands up if you the police. You feel the world is against you, like every call you go to, people trying to tempt you. Well, Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Mary. I ride on the devil, I ain't scary, and I ain't worried. You want my life, come take it, it's gonna be a fight. I take you to the light, like Will and Bright. I wouldn't expect you to understand what I do, only the thin blue line, cause they baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I can't explain the pain when I see a name on the wall. All All I feel is rage, put me in a cage, let me brawl. Sometimes I can't help but cry, like why did he die? I know it was him, but it could have been I. What about the kids? What about the spouse? Yeah, now who gon' put food inside them babies' mouth? It's a bigger picture when the officer down. Domino effect, Blue Nation, family, country, and town. The media don't cover us. Well, maybe Fox, cause MSNBC and CNN surely don't care about cops. Politicians more concerned about protecting the legal instead of laying the law down and protecting the people. Let me get off my soapbox before I curse. I don't seen way too many cops riding in hearse. Well, I wouldn't expect you to understand what I do, only the thin blue line, cause they baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. If I'm faced with a mission, I'm gonna complete it. If that means being deleted, I live with the credence. I do this for the combat vets and LEOs. When I'm suited, ready to go, it's either friend or foe. Only Lord knows what my future's in store. I only kill with the hope to see more, so God don't close that door. If I take a life, it's him or me, with the hopes to survive, not bigotry. I go in situations that you cannot imagine, deal with things that you cannot fathom. Know it, but I'd rather fight for a cause than live for nothing. So when you read my headstone, you know I died for something. You hypersensitive, she complain by justified force. You blame the cops first, that don't work, you blame the courts. But I wouldn't expect you to understand what I do, only the thin blue line, cause they baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue.